Alright, what the hell were we doing? I think we were gonna rat on someone, if I remember correctly. Grain merchant. About all this stolen grain. Now I have already used two of the four stolen grain, two of the three bags of stolen grain, but
The only thing worse would be if self-driving machines were harvesting our crops.
hey, I'm all for self-driving machines. You are the grain merchant?
Listen, if you need food, you're going to have to get in line like everyone else.
You should know Elder Rosanna stole food from your ladders. We have plenty of food to get by. How can we help? How can we help?
I don't think there's anything that can be done. I'm hoping the Animancers can find a solution. Honestly, my biggest issue seems to be rats taking the food. Or thieves.
What would happen if you found the thief? You should increase your efforts to hunt for food in the forests. That's not going to be easy. What would happen if you found the thief?
I just want the food at this point, but I'm pretty sure it's lost.
You should increase your efforts to hunt for food in the forests.
The Rangers have taken on extra hunts as part of their patrols, which has helped some. The problem is that the things they bring back tend not to be edible, thanks to the blight.
So, goodbye. Not yet. I'll tell her. Don't worry. She deserves to know, I guess. I don't know. There's probably like the border probably goes like this. And then up. So, for now, I think we'll head back in town. Consult with Monto, whatever his name is. Hello, Nico. Pushing on an infection? You calling yourself an infection? Well, you kinda are. A cantic is a song or poem of cultural significance to the Paraguayan. Paraguayan. Okay. So right next door. So she's not allowed to go inside this place. Which is why she's sending me. Hello.
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop.
Modest, huh? Giata and I are investigating the Dream Scourge. What do you know about the metaphysical anomalies in the living lands? This place is hardly modest, it's incredible. Explain for a curious outsider how does animancy work anyway? What do you know about anomalies?
More than most, but less than I would like. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked.
That's not good. Giata said your machine could help her research.
Yes, her theory of the dream scourge, I'm quite familiar. What I need is a stronger power source.
You're an animancer. Can't you just animance one?
We can't make something out of nothing. We're still limited by our resources. I could use a large single block of Ultra, but harvesting it is difficult in this environment.
Huh.
Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove.
Adragan are ancient beings who spiritually bound to an Adra pillar. They defend their home pillars until death against encroaching civilization, explorers, or anyone they perceive to be a threat. Perception. 2. At the risk of stating the obvious, we are standing in front of a massive Adra pillar. Died, that's unusual. They can live for centuries. Yeah, I guess.
As you've seen, Envoy, there are many unusual things happening lately. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence.
Right.
The grove is to the west across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgan in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgon queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards.
I'll see what I can do.
Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
If you can
Alright.
convince her to hand it over, I'll be more than impressed.
Okay, I'll try.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment.
Nope, I'm leaving. Engvitten. The Engvittens are an ancient society that vanished from Eora. Today they are remembered for their grand architecture and deep knowledge of its godlike. The godless. Not godlike. I am godlike. The hell is that? Nobody knows, I'm afraid. Nobody knows. Alright. Now. Spring berries.
Quiet.
Brown bears. I mean, I would be pissed if I was just chilling and then someone shot me 3 times and burned one of my friends to death. I missed a shot. That was easy.
Another win, but who's counting?
Bears sure are. I mean, they aren't anymore. In the past, they were. We have a little jungle path here, not marked on the maps.
Come and get me. You're mine now.
Well, the Zorabs don't really stand a chance. Hey! Zorab scouts. Zorab Mauler. Almost dead. Okay. Just summons more, huh?
Next one's mine. Well, that was fun.
There's grave here. Are these dead not to be... Ooh. Dead not important enough to be honored or whatever? Paraguayan Way Station. See, I would not believe in the old lady telling me that, you know, the dead are angry, but like the dead are angry. Does indeed seem that way. Because, I mean, look at the facts, bro. As they stand, we look at the facts. There are ghosts on every single freaking gravesite I go to. And surely that's not normal. Okay. Pry this open. Emerald Splitter. 128 physical damage. Power attacks deal high poison accumulation, plus 20% damage against primordials. When the Paraguayans first found their way to the living lands, it was an even wilder and deadlier place than it is today. To assist in their efforts to explore and settle this hostile place, axes like these were crafted for their most talented scouts and warriors. By attuning the Ara-infused blade to the essence of the axe's living wood haft, the weapon is able to slice through primordials such as deligman and sporlings with shocking ease. Despite its age, the magic of this weapon is no less potent than the day it was made, much to the chagrin of the primordials it was made to cut down. All the primordials reclaimed the living lands, that's for sure. Why is my FPS suffering? At a meager 44. You need to turn down some settings for you. I hope not, because how the hell do you get out of here? Oh. $55. No, man, I need more than 60 at least. Graphics. Desync, ray tracing is off. DLSS at performance. On plus boost over there. Let's take high graphics quality. An FPS counter 75. That's what I'm talking about. Much smoother. It somehow reverted itself to epic. I was wondering why my FPS had taken a nosedive. Now I know why. Why weren't you with the rest of your damn squad? Paraguayan way station. We cleared out the way station. Okay, we'll try and map out the living lands as much as possible. That is the truffle farm. There you go. That is this area done. This little area here. And we will just walk through. That'll make a map of it. And if you don't do that, you miss out on this burned lady right here, and the fact that there are these animals here, man. Who knew about these animals? Not me. Okay. Gonna need this giant tree root. Here I have been again. Oh, and there's the Giant roots are a nice way to get from place to place. There you go, just a little bit of area over here. And then we can say we've been the perfect ranger. We've perfectly explored this area of the map. Do we have to do what I'm doing now? No. Do I enjoy it? Yes. Somewhat. This led to their way station. That is the ranger stronghold or whatever.
Watch yourselves.
Of course, you have a damn bear. You're a big one, aren't you? Bro, priest, stop moving your damn hands. Okay, no more priest. No more seer. This damn conjurer is apparently extremely good at his job. Get rid of those. Bro. Thank you.
You're a good friend.
Am I? I just let you die, but like... Say so, buddy. Alright, we got ourselves an entire camp here. That is a human. Murdered. One-handed spear. Smash their pottery. I guess they are indeed a little sentient. They're just very hostile. I was like, the fact that they make pots means that they're sentient, and you're right about that. They are sentient, for sure. They just aren't very friendly. That's all. You know, they know who we are, they just hate us. I mean, nobody came over here. I mean, there was a Sorap camp, but still. Maybe someone did come over here and fill this up. Doesn't seem likely, though. I mean, there's dudes right here. I really don't know what you guys have been up to, man. Answer is gonna be not much, because like, you know, the more areas I visit, the more I realize everything is just unsafe at all times. And you guys are supposed to be making it safe, are just chilling out at your freaking ancient camp, not doing anything. Like, your whole freaking existence, your whole job is to make the wild safe. You are literally called rangers. This freaking the dream skirt just popping in everywhere. What do I see you guys doing? Nothing. Freaking nothing. I'm gonna give you an earful, don't you worry. I'm coming over. You better be ready. Ranger headquarters, rolling crag beacon.
That tower's for Fiore's Rangers.
Yep.
It's where they stand around and argue about the best route to Shatterscarp.
I don't seem to do
Listen,
much.
we'll get to the bottom of this. Not sure how, but we'll get there.
Fruit. What's up, Ranger Ascendio?
I agree that this is important, Masoni. But if we don't focus on hunting, people will starve.
How is a potential murderer in our ranks not your top priority? You don't think it's real, is that it? You think I'm jumping at shadows?
The gods gave us instincts for a reason. You should trust your man. Step forward impatiently. Hello, I'm standing right here. Excuse me, Ranger. May I have a word? You should trust your mans.
Masoni here is an able ranger, but he sees conspiracies in every missed watch and errant footprint.
I've been right before. Remember when those revenants went missing and we found Vitor and Ulrask vivisecting them in a cave?
I'm not saying it's impossible, Masoni. Only that more immediate dangers require our attention. We'll talk about it later.
Meanwhile, someone's tearing us apart from the inside.
If someone is stalking your men, you won't find anyone better to investigate than me. Seems like there's no shortage of crisis in Emerald Stair. If you're stretched too thin, maybe we can help. Don't you have protocols for this kind of situation? Where is your leadership? If someone's stalking your men, I'll investigate, yeah.
I'll vouch for the envoy. He knows his way around the wilds.
What interest does Aedyr have in Fiore's affairs? We've survived without your sainted help for this long, and we don't need you now.
The land wasn't trying to kill us before. These are desperate times, Captain. You must see that.
We've suspected the killer among our ranks for several days, but there hasn't been time to investigate.
There hasn't been time? A traitor in your ranks is serious.
I told you I'll do it.
I'll do it.
And lose my best hunter to whatever might have taken Monato and Verano? Absolutely not. I cannot risk you, Masoni. We've had to redouble our hunting to feed Fior, and the bandits and Zarips are running us ragged.
I've killed a bunch of
Every
them.
ranger we lose brings us closer to starvation.
What makes you think there's a murderer among your rangers? If there is really a killer among you, they're likely taking advantage of the chaos here. Maybe there's something we can do to help. Well, best of luck to you. Yeah, what makes you think there's a murderer?
Two of our best, Monato and Verano, have failed to report back. Neither of them would fall easily to creatures they faced 100 times before.
Monato is the most skilled tracker we have, and Verano is our most accomplished archer.
I've heard of Monato. He hunted the Black Padfoot a few months back. That thing was impossible to track, but he did it.
Black Padfoot, legendary feline predator native to the Emerald Stair, known for its uncanny stealth and prowess as an ambush hunter, hunted and killed by Ranger Monato of Fear Verno.
You really think one of their own would betray them?
The only threat they wouldn't be prepared for would come from someone they trust.
As if that weren't enough, my rangers spotted a stranger near town this morning. They kept to the shadows, wearing some kind of mask.
Is that so unusual around here? That could be your killer. Remain silent. Is that so unusual around here, strangers?
It didn't used to be.
When harvests were good, the docks and market would be buzzing with people from Paradis, Thirdborn, even Solace. But harvests have not been good for a long time. We see very little of our neighbors now.
And the mask. Animancers have a reputation for being eccentric.
I was gonna bring that up if you hadn't.
Oh, we have our fair share of eccentrics, but none who've taken up a mask.
Let's hope this doesn't give them any ideas.
All that to say, I don't think this masked stranger is one of our neighbors. But I don't know yet if they bear us ill will.
Alright. That could be your killer.
I wouldn't rule them out, but my men disappeared before this person seems to have arrived in town.
Right.
Tell him about Durso and Casagrada.
All right, Envoy, if you really want to get involved, two of my rangers have been acting strangely since the others disappeared. Rangers Dorso and Casagrada.
It's
Strange
a
it is.
powerful accusation to make. I know you Rangers are a tight bunch.
Would they really turn on their own brethren?
Both are good people, but they're connected with my missing men, and they haven't been particularly forthcoming.
What makes you suspicious of them? Yeah.
Casagrava has the makings of a good ranger, but he's green, headstrong.
And quick to anger.
I've seen the type. Rash and proud.
Perfect. Young, strong, and too stupid to know everyone else knows more than he does. Like a yearling splint wolf.
Right.
Uh,
Lately he's been pushing to patrol alone. Says he works better that way. But he's not ready yet.
Flint wolf, small fox-like wolf found deep in the forests of Emerald Stair, known for standing the ground against attackers many times their size.
Then his partner, the veteran Verano, doesn't return with Casagrada from their last foray, and Casagrada has fuck all to say about it?
Intellect. I can see why you suspect Casagrada. In my experience, hot-headed loners don't tend to last long in the Ranger Corps. What can you tell me about this Dorso? I can see why you suspect Casagrada.
He's a good sort, or he used to be. But he acts first and thinks later. That gets him and Verano into trouble.
What about Dorso?
Dorso is a veteran. She came up with Monato and Verano, but she's younger than them, and an uncommonly talented tracker. Monato was her partner. They had a falling out over something to do with your people, Envoy, and shortly after, Monato disappeared.
She's been distant ever since. Doesn't pipe up much in meetings or come out to the bar.
Nursing a grudge is one thing. Turning on your squad mates is another.
You don't turn on your partner without a blessed good reason. They've probably saved each other's lives 1,000 times.
Dorso's also one of the few with the skills to take Monato down, so we can't rule her out.
What happened between them?
You'd have to ask her.
She doesn't talk about it, not even with the other veterans. I feel like she blames us, but I don't know what for.
I will speak to them.
I've moved Dorso and Casagrada to posts just outside Fior. I haven't explained why, but Dorso's probably figured it out. Speak with them, and follow any leads they might turn up. I'm still not convinced either of them is a murderer, but...
It's better to be sure.
Alright, thanks for trusting me with this.
You're not the ally we expected to find, but I appreciate it all the same.
Watch yourself in the wilds, Envoy. And Godspeed.
I can't think of much worse than turning on your squad, except having to suspect your own people. We should help them.
Agreed.
Alright, new quest. Steel Resolve. Anything else?
Wish it were me out there hunting down our killer. It should be me. I wish it were me out there hunting.
What about you? Oh,
Good to see you again. Have you had any luck in your investigation?
I need to know anything I can about Ranger Casagrada.
Casagrada's our newest recruit. He's a good fighter, but he has less experience in the field. We sent Ranger Verano to watch over him on patrol. I never thought our most experienced ranger would be the one to get lost.
Torso.
Ranger Dorso is one of our best rangers, and one of the most experienced. She nominated me for captain, in fact. Dorso is one of the few people skilled enough to overcome our best rangers, so we can't rule her out.
Alright, talk later. Okay. They have their whole little camp set up here.
Get the beacon dry. Fresh wood and tinder. We may need it.
I'm not climbing up there. The tower's barely standing.
That tower is a clear view of the mountains, the city, and the sea. You'll defend it with your life.
Well, maybe get someone to repair. I guess I don't have time to repair it. It does have an insanely good view, though, from Ranger headquarters. I'll be taking your wine and these mushrooms. And more. How much wine do you guys have, bro? After a while, it's less guard than more party time. What the hell are you doing, suspicious man? Right, who left that over there? You're like a quartermaster or something? Nope, you're just a guy. Apparently, there you go, some spring berries. Someone just dropped a sword over here. That's interesting. Another good viewpoint, I see. Ooh. 150 bucks, primal wind and tanned hide. Useful for upgrade. Yeah, I'm confiscating all of your wine. Okay. Basically, you have way too much. That is my accusation. It's too much wine. Do your jobs. Then you get your wine. Really hope these pots don't have. Oh my god, there's more wine. Letter to Captain Bella. Captain Bella, thank you for sending the additional liquor supplies. While I'd never complained myself, the others were shivering in their armor when the chill set in, especially Ariel. He's young and fresh with the sentry's guard, and I know a little fire in the belly would do him good. Sincerely, Officer Jasao. This the way to the tower? No, the main door just opens. Okay. Fresh water. Wooden shellings, pistols, all leaf sea. Pretty good, right? Yeah. More maximum essence. Tea made from fragrant herbs native to the living lands. Grog and found one idiot's backpack. Hey, Postgeno, you left your pack at the Bone and Bear last night. The next time you wander home after just one more drink, don't forget your gear. Anyway, I hid it under some scrap wood behind the tower. So not before I swipe that money you owe me. I already got, I already got that. I stole the rest of the stuff in there. Apple food, potato, sentry order. All tower sentries are to vacate their posts at the western watchtower to support with food rationing in Fior Messivino. Report back to the sentry office for further instruction. Francesca Pereira, sentry captain, Fior Messivino. Okay. And climb on up. Okay. Yo, what the hell is going on here, man? Why do all those towers have purple stuff in them? Sentry Journal. Week 1. I've managed to find a corner the others don't care for. I begged the outgoing sentry officer not to leave me alone with Jasau and his idiot friends, but he just laughed and told me to play nice with the other children. Week 2. Today Jasau tried to trigger the trap by the stairs as a joke while I was trying to get by. I still can't feel my ankles. Asshole, the captain should have never sent the extra rum. Week 3. I'm finally getting out of here. Jasau and the others haven't been sober in 3 days. Captain Bellas pulling us off guard duty. Something about food rations. The crop must be bad for Vidaro to go that far, but I'd rather starve than hear just how sing another rendition of Drink Deep Down. Alright, door is open. The chest is mine. Lots of golden shellings, bro. Oh no. Oh, come on. Really? Okay, really. Oh, health potion. Yep. It should lead to the very top of the tower. Well, almost. Very top would be right up there, but golden chest. Awakened Aedyr, bro. An idol of violent rebellion. God shrine totem fragment of
Looks
Skane.
like that broke off of something. Wonder where it goes.
Increase your damage against skull enemies. Holding this idol reminds you of every time someone in a position of power gave you an unjust order or treated you with prejudice. I want to set the beacon on fire. This gives us a great view over the lands. And that is until Fjord. And the docks, I guess. Okay. Nice. So how the hell do I get down again? Basically, I'm not going over here. There's a fucking giant pyramid over there. Okay. Casadraga and Grodo. Casadraga and Droso are over there. Apparently, someone has murdered. Oh well, someone has not. Two of them have not returned. We don't know if someone has been murdered yet. We just know that someone failed to return on time. It could be they're just having fun somewhere. Could be, but I guess it is unlikely. Oh shit, okay. I was like, I'm trapped forever. Nope, I'm fine. What the hell? Little hole in the ground. Hilday's handy hide. Oh, this is practical pockets. Minus 10% incoming fire, frost, and shock damage, plus 40 maximum health. Survivor. Hilde was an incredibly talented survivalist of some renown in her life, though in death she has become something of a local legend. Hailing from the white that vents, she traveled an incredible distance to make it all the way to the Living Lands. Throughout her travels to and around the Living Lands, Hilde was known as an extremely benevolent woman who made friends just about everywhere she went, whether braving deadly storms at sea, the scorching breath of a drake, the frozen winds of her own homeland, or trudging through acidic bogs. Hilda's spirits never dampened. She survived more dangers in her time than most kids can even dream of, and one day died peacefully in her sleep, surrounded by the many friends and allies she had made on her adventures. But it doesn't give extra. It just has a lot of pockets, sure. It doesn't give us extra carrying capacity or anything. What's the point of having all the extra pockets if you're not going to use them?
Show me what you got.
Why are the bears and the freaking mushrooms working together? Sorry about that.
Just like the good old days.
You guys need to get better at dealing with things smartly, you know? Hello, dude. Apparently died with plate armor. Soul sponge. There is Zawraps here, of course. Well, the Deligmen are not going to be happy about this. They've been all chopped down. Okay, so apparently, ooh,
Is that all you got? Here we go.
hey, 2 for 1. Got the nudge cap, you get the bruiser. Holy crap, these guys.
Sprained my shoulder.
Steel Garrote Soldiers Report. Ludwig tasked me with exterminating the mycelial pests in the northeast woods. He failed to mention the bear. Under any other command, I'd turn back. Under Ludwig, I prefer the bear's claws to hers. In case her wrath transcends the wheel, this is my report. My duty is fulfilled. The rest of the page is taken up by large capitalized text. Large cartoonish exclamation marks are drawn around the following text, alongside a crude drawing of what appears to be an angry Ludwig. Destroy if survive. Do not turn in. You'll wish you were dead if you forget. Great. But what exactly is she doing here? Her people are dying too, I guess, but you know. I don't think she really cares about that. Tank spores, wild mushroom caps. Well, I cleared out the menace for you, don't worry. That is... You know, I know an enemy when I see one, and that I believe is an enemy. I think I killed one of them and knocked them all the way there. Matter? Wait a minute, that's a freaking camp up there. Oh, that is... Oh, sorry. Duh, there's a camp up there. Yeah, it's the freaking... It's the dudes camp, the good dudes. Our dudes, the rangers. You're telling me the... Okay, that's even worse, brother. The rangers were literally right over there. They did F all, man. Yeah, they're just waiting here to ambush people, I think. Abandoned home. Be back. Gotta check out this ambush. Garden soul pod. Raw fish. What the hell, bro? You just fell down for no reason? Okay. What? Again? Once I get it, but again is too much. Korean rice. Cook lashwing. All rotten meat and stuff. Farewell letter. We survived the Valiant Republics, the wilderness, and the failed harvest. But after a sleepless night, my beloved woke up gibbering incoherent nonsense, and I don't think she even recognizes me. And I found a mushroom in our bed. I think it was growing in her hair. Enough is enough. We survived so much, but we can't survive the dream scourge. Maybe it's the land that's sick, and we are just feeling the symptoms. All I know is I'm taking her out of Emerald Stair with prayers that fresh air and a change of scenery will clear up this illness. Forgive us. We never gave up on Fjord Missiveno. The living lands gave up on us. Farewell. Hold with unlock with this or Dream Thrall Woodman's Key. Well, I found my own way in. Estonian Gauntlets. 10% parry effectiveness, Martyr's Fist, 15% attack damage with maces and two-handed hammers. The persecution of Ethiopians following the saints was threatened the lives and safety of many innocent men and women. Still, there were those brave souls that stood up to those that would see them dead because of their faith. These gauntlets were worn for many years by such an individual who put their own life on the line to defend their faith and their fellow Ethiopians. Loath to shed blood, they much preferred blunted weapons both to avoid doing so but also because it was much easier to incapacitate instead of kill with such weapons compared to bladed ones. Yeah, I'll just spend the lockpick. Open it up. Dream Thrall Woodman's Key. Unless it is just around here somewhere, I'll be pissed. There you go, yeah, he put his key like in a box here or something. Doesn't seem like it. Enthralled Woodsman. Hello?
Let's go.
He probably has the key. This key was found on a Furian dream thrall near an abandoned house northeast of Fjord. Yeah, they did not survive. No happy endings here. Go. He's getting the borders set up nicely. Bear's like, what the frick, I've been shot. You're done, Elder. Done. Keep shooting them. Gang of bears, bro. Next to the abandoned home. Good old-fashioned thorn fruit and some burned lady. Apparently the bears have been eaten. I mean, they're not immune to the dream scourge. Obviously, we've seen them, on them. Bucks. Golden shilling, hardwood, spirit, and hide. Okay. Research notes. I've completed all theoretical work on my dissertation. Gather your bearings. Insight into the migratory patterns of Emerald Stare's greatest wildlife. All that's left is a field study. I've been watching them from afar for about a week, but the distance makes it difficult to gather the necessary data. I'll wait until the subjects are out hunting and sneak into their den. I might be able to collect a fur sample or even a stool sample if I'm especially lucky. I'll blow the rest of the students out of the water when I come back with my paper and finally prove Earth science study deserves it to be its own discipline. Yeah, Earth science studies, huh? Well, I mean, you're dead, so it's going to be hard to study Earth science. But hey, man, he died, doing what he loved, I guess. I don't know.
If you're looking for spiders, you'll find them up ahead.
Some kind of cave here. That is a rolling Craig's party camp. That is right here. What is this? Interesting is what that is. Oh,
Arms up! Here we go!
silver fannings. He built his house next to this freaking under this cave. The fuck is an Ishard? Oh, he's done for. He's summoning spiders. He's literally Spider-Man. Can't take much more. Oh, come on, kill it. Alright, bye bye, freaking human spider. Awakened Aedyr on him, though. Apparently, he's an ogre. Margaret's Fury. Forgotten Soul Pod. They're not even flammable, bro. Star Metal? It is a fragment of Star Metal.
I feel like someone in Solace could figure out what to do with that.
Well then, yep. Take all of that. What the hell, bro? Rambling note. I have felt them calling, the spirit of this place. Maybe something more, a god? They will not take me. There is still so much work to do. Shimmering wings and whispering skies and overtaking vines entice me with their beautiful lies. They will not have me. I need to bring others here. Their souls will be my salvation. If I can just figure out how to give them to this land instead, and then the whisperer will not come for me. Whispers in the dark. I want to listen. I want to dream. I want to hurt. I want to see. I have to know. Listen, dream, hurt, seek now. A dark stain covers the rest of the snow, although though it's hard to tell if it is ink, dark blood, or something else entirely. Alright. Oh, I'm overburdened. We have 2 fragments of star metal now, that's good. Like this thing can definitely stashed. Stashed? Can definitely be stashed. Oh, this was literally down here the entire time. Okay, I never went down here. A backpack. Well, quite the area, man. The damp burrow. He was right. I've wanted spiders. I did find them. They came in with grenades and shit. That's smart. Alcohol and grenades. That's a good combination if I've ever seen one. That's for sure. That's not gonna cause any problems at all ever. How the hell did I miss this? Thorn fruit. Probably because I haven't been there. That works. That'll do it. Oh, something up here. How am I missing these things, brother? Good thing I triple check. The back of the way station. There's a big fire over there. I wonder what that's about. Alright. There is this spot over there which is still unknown, but that's fine. A little area here and then we can say we're done for the day. So we came out here and we did all of this. Ranger headquarters, abandoned home, dam burrow. Next time we come we can do these as well. Maybe even cut across here and finish off the entire part of this island. Then maybe we can do this one along with this islands here. And then the other side. Good day to be me. what I've always said. Apparently, I've never traveled along these routes. And then over here towards the damp burrow. Where he wanted Ursine studies to start happening. Goodbye. But that about does it. That is about all for the day. Now the world continues along here. We have Zoraps. Bounty. Farm Zoraps. How difficult is that bounty? Not much. Kill the Zoraps in at the abandoned farms to claim this bounty. Okay, before I leave though, we'll set up a party camp. Can I? I can. We need Helios talents, a few more of these. We have the awakened Aedyr. Make this exceptional. 80 damage, 70 stun. But I am using the abacus mostly, and we need a couple more Helios talents. Go. Fine abacus, exceptional quality. Beautiful. Then we can go to superb as well. Cave coral, blackwood branches. Holy crap. It do be looking fancy as shit. But look at it now. Embellishments in on a firearm tell the story of its origin, the source of the materials, and sometimes even the deeds of the shooter. Cut from the forest of emerald stare, the wood is cool and smooth, glinting like a kept secret. The silver fittings were mined from Galavain stuff. The deeds of the shooter, however, are yet to be defined. It's an exceptional abacus. Very, very good one. It is mine. Kilgarrote plate. You can make it exceptional, plus 32 additional protection. Is about it. That's all it does. But I mean, the thing is, like, even this thing will need. Yes, you need Awakened Aedyr too. I don't know if I want to spend it all. And we need to sell a lot of stuff. Where's the totem base? Can cook all our food, I guess. Some alabaster. Cook some raw crested turbot. Some loin. Your loin. And then some cheese veggies. Salt some trout. Easy enough. Sakao. Might and constitution. I'm good. Okay, get me out of here and we'll save. Another sleep time. No sleep time, huh? I mean, it still looks like a piece of shit, honestly. It doesn't look that good. It looks a little better, though. Calling it exceptional. The sword has like fire coming off of it and shit. I don't know about exceptional. Practical pockets and painter's regret. We did indeed do those. Then a forget me not tonic, and then recent history of Queen's Beret. Memoir of a visionary, monsters, canine sculptures, tides and moons, moons of Eora, animal husband, imp husbandry. Alright, we'll save here, and I shall see you in the next one.